Nicola Sturgeon will look stupid if the Scottish National Party (SNP) is unable to secure a second independence referendum in 2020, a parliamentarian warned. The Scottish First Minister is trying to take the legal route to a referendum, using a Section 30 order to try and transfer the powers to call an independence vote from Westminster to Holyrood. In recent months, there has also been a sustained rise in support for independence, polling suggests. Polling last month by Panelbase shows 55% are in favor of breaking with the Union, with 45% against, an exact reversal of the 2014 referendum result. But despite the growth in support and ongoing legal row, some pro-independence figures have grown impatient with Ms. Sturgeon. The Scottish Government said it will propose the timescale in question for a second referendum on Scotland's independence by next spring. Ms. Sturgeon pledged the challenges of the coronavirus pandemic would act as an accelerant and not a brake on the SNP's ambitions. But many Scottish nationalists wanted a second vote in 2020, leading to frustration from some in Edinburgh. In February this year, MP Angus MacNeil accused Ms. Sturgeon of not making enough progress. He said, "It may be a bit early to say yet, but if it was me, I'd have a different strategy. I would have Ms. Sturgeon's strategy and I'd also have another strategy in parallel so that when something was to hit the brick wall, there was something else to go with it." He added, the SNP conference last autumn didn't even want to discuss a Plan B and went with Plan A. It would seem that Plan A has hit the brick wall. One parliamentarian told the BBC, Ms. Sturgeon would look stupid if a referendum in 2020 didn't happen despite those repeated demands. Prime Minister Boris Johnson rejected calls for a vote earlier this year, claiming the first referendum was supposed to be once in a generation. However, expert on public law Professor Aileen McCard told Express.co.uk that the once-in-a-generation argument used by unionists may not work forever. She says that it has no legal backing, and it is difficult to define. Professor McCard said, "What the UK government is saying is that the SNP said the 2014 vote would be a once-in-a-generation referendum, therefore we are going to hold them to that. The significance of any statement about it being once in a generation are highly dubious, and they have no legal standing."